And the last pick is going to be Vladimir. That's actually, I like that pick. I really do.
I don't, because I hate Vladimir as a champion.
I love Vladimir.
Almost as much as I hate Nunu. So
I am a Vladimir main, and this is a comp he would do really well against.
It's kind of a pick out of the blue here for them. About 30 seconds, and we'll get into that wonderful 3-minute delay, and we'll talk about that the summoner spells and stuff there. So.
Personally, I prefer top lane Vladimir, especially in this current meta where tanks are so prevalent in top lane. They don't have the damage to drive him out of lane.
Yeah.
So he can just basically farm, push, and possibly kill them while just being Vladimir.
Yeah.
But even here, he can lane against Vel'Koz. Even if Vel'Koz goes for that Morale-Nomicon, you can't proc the healing debuff without getting Vladimir really low. And so, without help, there's just no way to really get him low.
And it looks like, now that we can talk about summoner spells, Vel'Koz is running Barrier, while Gragas isn't running Ignite, and Shin running Teleport. So my prediction is that it's a Vel'Koz mid, Gragas support, Shin top.
That seems to be the most likely case.
So how does Vel'Koz with no Ignite handle a Vlad?
You need help. You need someone to come to that lane and give you that CC. And that's going to be really difficult because Vladimir is taking Flash and Ghost here.
Yeah. No, I mean, usually you see a lot of Vladimirs, given mostly top lane Vladimirs, they don't take Flash due to the puddle and the ability to dodge a lot of things with that. So is that a defensive call there, running both Ghost and Flash on Vladimir?
Yeah. Basically what that does is it makes him almost impossible to gank in combined pool. Because he has so many forms of escape, and against this team, Sejuani is really relying on getting on top of Vladimir. So if Vlad can flash away, Vlad can ghost away, and make Sejuani either miss or flash or dash or knock up, all that stuff. This could be difficult to play against.
So basically, Quantum's playing with being camped in mind.
Yes.
He's prepared for Sejuani
he's really prepared for that camp. He's prepared to be able to push forward as much as he can and try and get into the range to poke Vel'Koz.
I will say, really excited about this game and the fact that there's no exhaust on the field. Both supports taking Ignite. They're all ready to fight. It's going to be a bloodbath. And not just because Vlad's on the field. There's just Ignites everywhere ready to fight. I like the combo of Nami and Sivir because there's a lot of movement speed bonus there, but if Nami can land a good tidal wave, the team has a lot of time to get on top of them thanks to that speed boost from Sivir.
I'm not super thrilled about combining Nunu with Vladimir.
Yeah, the Nunu pick doesn't sit well with me for more reasons than just that I don't like Nunu.
I'm not saying he's a bad champion, it's just I don't think he fits in this comp.
So Vladimir gets somewhat tanky because of his passive of stacking health in AP.
Yeah.
And obviously you have super tanky Nautilus. Do you think someone more like Rek'Sai would have been more appropriate there? Someone who's not quite as super tanky as Nunu?
I think Rek'Sai would have been a better pick here. Vladimir really excels when you have people who can deal damage combined with his ultimate.
Yeah.
And it's not that Nunu doesn't do damage, it's just that Nunu only has a single target damage, and his ultimate is super unreliable when it comes to dealing damage. He needs to ambush somebody with it or flash into their team and start casting. And they have so many ways to cancel that.
I mean, as far as damage goes, they're relying on Sivir and Vlad to do everything.
Yes.
I mean, in return, Vel'Koz and Caitlyn, the only damage dealers there. I think when it comes late game, they're going to have to rely less on Sivir and more on Vlad.
So it's really, can they stop Vel'Koz from basically wreaking havoc in the back of their Caitlyn? And I imagine what's going to happen with that is, Lycos is basically just to wade through the tank line and try to get to them. That's all I can think of.
A good comment from good old Ball Slapper X is the Blood Boil
That's true.
on Sivir, increasing movement speed even more. Very ambushy calm. That is true. So
it is a good pick comp. I will say that. I just keep thinking in terms of team fighting. I think Farmer's team is better at the team fighting. They got range. They got a front line.
Yeah. With that front line, the Vel'Koz and Caitlyn will be able to do well. I mean, I don't know how I feel about the front line. It looks like Young DZ is DC'd. And there's the pause. Whether or not they
so many issues.
Can we get an overlay change to no summoner shields? There we go. Okay. We got it.
I think we're back. Are we back?
Yeah, the game's going to start back up, and we're on the right overlay. Everything's right.
Hey, we're back. Yay. Okay, so, looking at items, everybody's trying to get in their position. Not too much issues. Pretty much it's, with the exception of Vladimir being on the bottom, it's pretty much a standard setup. People doing defensively lining up on the jungle, lining down the wards, laying down the wards.
Yeah, there's lining up standard defensive setup like the last game. No big surprises. Nunu's starting with a sweeper. Playing the only Nunu skin I approve of.
Nunu pop. It's an awesome skin.
Spamming his heel in the bush like a true Nunu player.
Interesting choice on the Shen top lane. Not sure you should have picked the Dorn Shield. I don't think Nautilus is going to be auto-attacking any loss.
Yeah.
In the case of that instance, Health Crystal with 2 pots. That'll cover you pretty well.
Bad, but also when you watch their game last night,
You get that early special cal too.
exactly what they need to do that not happen. They didn't do it.
Looks like the Nautilus is going to do the Wraith camp. Looks like. I should say Raptor camp.
It's the chickens.
So junglers are starting as both on the bottom side. Nunu's just starting right at his blue while the bot lane does Gromp. Is he going to...
Assuming Nunu did Nunu smite the Gromp for the buff? And just leave the gold to the bottom?
No idea. I didn't actually... That looks like it, just looking for...
Yeah, here goes the poison debuff. Once again, their bot lane's pushed back.
It's a really good pull from the Sivir. The fact that they did Gromp, they're already low. But... They do have that early level 2, but they got the post. I'm not sure if it's worth it.
Yeah, with the way they play, it looks like he didn't get the spell shield out in time.
No, he did not spell so fast enough to block the barrel. Quantum being pushed a little bit, but it's a Vladimir, so he just needs to stay back and queue and farm. Just a little in the early game. As the game goes on, he should be fine.
Assuming rushing Hextech Revolver.
Probably.
Or no, not Gunblade, but Revolver for the spell ban.
It's going to be, especially with the recent thing they made too, spell vamp on the rotor where it heals, it pretty much ignores match resistance. It feels a lot like how Vlad Q is always working, so basically it doesn't matter how much HP or damage you deal, but it doesn't matter how much you have.
Yeah. Yeah, and on top of that, they recently changed Spirit Visage where it's all healing received is increased.
Yes.
So Nami will be able to help a little bit there as well.
Yeah.
So there's lots of healing potential coming into Vladimir.
That's if he purchases Spirit Visage, since he is a mid-lane Vladimir, it's very likely to go off mainly, so this is such a more likely to
Yeah.
which isn't a bad pick, it's just, you trade a little tank for more significant damage.
We've seen a lot of mid laners take a disrespect this tournament, so.
Same, looks like what's happening, same thing that happened in the last game. Shen being pushed into the tower, and Nautilus is just pushing hard.
It's just that the Nautilus has changed hands.
Pretty much. The two top laners are now, so basically they flip off champions, which is kind of interesting.
Nautilus getting to be a little aggressive in lane. I've seen Mystik run a little bit of Nautilus top, but it seems like he gets to be the aggressive one here. Lino comes in, sending a message in the bot lane, but he doesn't get to do a whole lot with it.
Just kind of snowballs Graves and punches him in the face one time. Kills the ward.
Bot lane was
That is not wonderful. I don't think anything's going to come of it.
not a whole lot's going to happen. This message is being sent by the junglers at the moment. Quantum trying to get a little bit of CS denied, but
Forcing Pelcos to back. The CS is pretty much even, but because Vlad gets that next wave, he's going to be ahead.
well, just the tip of the taunt here. Lego's going to try to trade back a little bit, but I think Shin came out on top there.
Pelcos backing back. Here's the gank, but I don't think anything's happening here. He is a blinder, so he can control if he has to. If he doesn't, chooses not to, so he doesn't lose a bunch of his HP.
So 20%. Right? Oh, good bubble from Decay. The Ignite's down. He's going to go down to less than 200 health. Decay's going to go for it. He's going to try to be the hero, but he's going to get abandoned and Ignite down on him. The heal's not going to be enough, and First Blood goes to Gragas.
Decay chasing just a little bit too far. Getting that green.
Well, I don't think it was much Decay leaving as much as I think DZ could have followed up for a pretty easy First Blood. I think he got more focused on the farm.
Sejuani going for mid gank, but Quantum flashes it.
Oh, I thought Sejuani was the one to flash there.
It's a flash from one. Almost possible. Yep.
Flash from both of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay then, so. Putting lots of pressure mid like we kind of predicted. Or like I should say Quantum predicted.
Heads up.
Let's see if they can do it. Top lane is not going like last game despite the similar champion picks. I guess the early gank put Shen back on an even footing. Shen is 6 now, so we're looking for that level of that 6 ultimate from him.
But once again, Nautilus able to interrupt that.
Assuming he can see him, he can interrupt it. So we're just gonna wait and see what happens. Mystik is extremely, or I should say, Nautilus Legos is extremely low right now, so he's gonna have to back. He's probably gonna, he's gonna have to consider going to waste his teleport to get back to the turret, or if he wants to save it for if something happens in a different lane. It's a tough call.
Yeah. It's going to take a tower hit, but not much is going to happen of it. It looks like Lionel's trying to keep dragon control here.
I don't think they wanted to start it. Oh, it's because they didn't start it. Barrel did.
We're trying to keep dragon control here with Vision. And Nautilus is trying to decide. He's not going to blow his teleport. It looks like they're going to try to save it to try to keep control of that dragon when that happens.
You may lose CS like that, but it's not worth it if dragon is going to be up for contesting.
I'd give out a couple CS in order to secure. Here comes Lionel. Not spamming his laugh like he should be, but he's going to try to fight for it. He might die for it. Sejuani's here. Vlad's come down. Vel'Koz is still in lane. Nothing's going to come of it except the death of the pink ward.
Vel'Koz just doing what Vel'Koz does, clearing the wave. Quantum dodges the knockup and just starts doing it. He does have that early hex tech.
Vlad's one of those champs that's going to become a bigger problem as the game goes on.
It's just, he scales really well, he farms really well. That's a complaint I always see is people will like beat the crap out of him early game. But the other reason come back is because he just farms so well.
So an 11 CS difference, almost a 2-wave advantage for Caitlyn. The only one really keeping up securely is Quantum for Mystik. Farmer's really still keeping pretty good control of this game.
slightly different choice in items for the top 1%. Last game we saw the early Cinder Coat, Sunfire / Spirit Visage, but this time we're seeing another extra. We saw that yesterday in Shen.
Was it close?
Interesting choice. Well, it isn't. For some reason, Vel'Koz is going for themes instead of Melanoma. I think it's a mistake.
They're putting Quantum in a really good position to carry this game.
Whenever there's a Vladimir or an Aatrox or Roy, I almost always, if I play AP, I almost always grab Melanoma. It doesn't make sense not to get it. Because if they're ahead, they can heal for a lot of damage. And then having that Morella just completely shuts down their healing aspect, assuming you can get them that zone in the first place.
A little bit of a fight here.
But middle fight, top lane.
Yeah, both of them have their shields. It's just nothing's going to happen until someone goes up there.
Quantum's dodging quite a bit of damage there. He's going to heal it all back up.
Vel'Koz has such strong mana cost, but sitting with a blue buff is going to be a pain in the butt for anyone.
Oh, they canceled his Lunar.
It's going to fire his laser, but it's going to end up getting a kill for Sejuani. Vlad isn't going to be able to do enough damage with his ult down.
So it's a good damage. He actually might be able to turn it here. If they don't have to. He's not going to let you flash on both of them.
Good reaction time from Quantum, but it's not going to be enough to do anything for them.
No flashes from both laners now. Quantum has those still.
That's the fight.
Almost like the ball goes fly there. Quantum does have that skill advantage, which is pushing him crazy. He's going to heal up all that damage he took, and then he kills.
A good max range hook. Really putting some damage down on Shin, but it's not going to be enough. That's why it's still... It's got that regen between the Dorn Shield and just being Shin.
There's the Gragas tank. He might capture it. No, never mind. He's not going to use it. He probably might use Zolt after he pulled that.
Another gank on Quantum. Predicting the lane camping pretty hard.
They really don't want that Vlad to get going.
They're going to have to camp him because they're definitely not building the right items to stop him. Good roam by Decay. It's a shame they weren't able to get anything out of it, but just good movement by Vel'Koz. A champ that you have to be really good at predicting those kinds of things and moving around. Otherwise, you're going to get hit by all sorts of CC. Farmers, there goes the teleport. They're going to go for a play. Nautilus is in, but
was not able to land the bubble. If they landed the bubble there, they might have been able to kill Caitlyn.
The 90 caliber net saves Caitlyn. They level up from the dragon, and they're going to once again. They're going to use the teleport. They're going to try to go for it. The hook's going to go down on Gragas. Explosive cast going to catch it. The bubble and the Nautilus ult's going to go through, but it looks like someone's going to step on a trap. It's going to be Nautilus. Caitlyn's going to sit there and harass. They're going to take a pink ward. The pink ward lives with one hit. Both teams have collapsed now. Another hook from Nautilus. Not a whole lot of fallout. Vel'Koz firing his laser. Everybody's low. Good Glacial Prison.
Not going to be enough.
Glacial Prison going to do a lot for them. Going to miss the taunt. Quantum Physics harassing where he can. 1v3. Legos is going to have to back out. He might die for this.
Now, Slow gets it. He's going to take the damage, but he's not going to be able to kill him. That is going to be first Dragon, probably going to Farmers.
Yeah, they're in a good position. There's just no confidence when they get around this objective patrol. Farmers get super confident here, and Mystik kind of always gives up his objectives. They're not committing to a lot of these fights. Quantum split one way around Dragon Pit, the rest of the team split the other way. It's just an awkward situation. There's not a whole lot of focus, and at this point, they don't really have any damage. between Vlad and Sipper. Both of them don't do a whole lot. Well, Vel'Koz is pushing out a lot of damage. He's now got a Haunting Guys. Really strong item right now.
Quantum has finished his CDR item. He's going to be right around 70% CDR. Depending on what kind of glyphs he's running. I personally like to do CDR per level glyphs. That way I can run any kind of boots I want. So that'll be 30%, and I get 10% more with the Spirit Visage, so I'm right at 40. And 40% CDR roll with Spirit Visage Vladimir is very, very annoying to kill. With no kind of ignite or debuff.
Yeah, we might want to look for that.
We shall see what component goes for that Spirit Visage route, if he goes for that Pistol Circle route.
I'm going to feel a little... I'm going to go with Flatter. Wickerman.
Good bubble.
Good bubble. The tidal wave might be able to secure the kill.
Should be it.
One more. DZ gets a kill on Caitlyn.
Good pick.
Catching him sleeping.
Caitlyn just kind of being pushed up a little too much. Wasn't expecting the bubble to come out of nowhere. And they might get his turret. Here's the Nunu to say hi.
Take a tower as well. All they're going to take retribution is a ward. Good movement, good play by Mystik here.
Doesn't look like Vlad's going for that Spirit Visage, at least not yet. He did pick up a Blasting Wand. That Blasting Wand could turn into anything. Well, not anything, but it could turn into a lot of things. Word shot everywhere.
Yeah, Vlad starts playing really well. Support fight. Grog is going to be the bigger man and walk away. Much bigger man.
No pun intended.
Lego's wanting to scrap a little bit, but the minions aren't going to do enough damage to do anything to him.
Shen gets lots of magic to this, so Nautilus really isn't going to be doing anything about that with AP now. Good call for a lot of way he didn't have to quick in Nautilus.
That wet noodle fight continues. Nobody's the winner in that kind of fight. Everybody loses.
Ooh, good dodge by
Whoa, the movement's by Decay. The bubble's not going to land. I'm looking at the farm. Quantum is only about 13 CS ahead.
Right now, it's like Quantum. If they could poke him all day without kind of some kind of gank, there's no way Vel'Koz can do anything.
I will say, props to DZ taking a CS lead. Something we haven't seen a lot against this Caitlyn. Pulling ahead and having more kills at the moment. Clearly sitting on more gold. Plus they have the only turret down. Good forward by Quantum.
Quantum ate that Q right in the face and healed it all back for one kill.
Yeah. Vel'Koz is going to have to stop pulling the Shin moves and build an item. He's built 2 items halfway. Yes, he's going to need a lot more pin than just a Haunting Guys if he wants to do damage to this flag.
You gotta have Nautilus. It's just...
He's going to have to burst him if he doesn't want to bring healing reduction.
Yeah. If you don't burst a champion like who's a healing champion,
That was a good chunk, but that was popping the passive.
Yeah, they had to hit all 3 spell casts on him. Yeah, not all 3 spell casts, I should say, just W procs twice. But he has to get 3 procs on him to get that cast. And that's not always going to be possible. Fly one of those level 2 boots, so he's going to be really mobile. Well, mobile, like the game.
Being able to dodge all that, plus catching that CS there at the end.
Now it's just start killing him.
Rhino finds a pink ward for his trouble. It's going to take a lot of damage from Vel'Koz.
He doesn't seem to care too badly. Another pink ward goes right down and take that kill, though.
Nunu also someone who sustains pretty well. I feel like the longer they ignore the need for a Morel and Omicron, the better that this game falls in the hands of Mystik.
Shen has finished his Spirit Visage, she still has a Hex Creature. Lego hasn't finished, Nautilus hasn't finished his item yet. He's still sitting on that tablet. Got a Spirit Purple Cow. Let's see if they can do anything with it. Well, it could be once again we increase the Righteous Glory. Probably the Righteous Glory.
Yeah, I mean, if he's not rushing, if he's taking the Spectre's Cowl, then chances are he's rushing for the Righteous Glory.
Yeah.
Good item on Nautilus.
It is a very good item on Nautilus. It's just like, hey, I'm going to charge for it. I can get the gun on whoever I want now. Instead of just I can possibly get
Here comes Gragas. He's going to try and engage. I really expected an explosive cast on Sever, but she's holding onto her spell shield pretty well.
If Gragas fails to get that cast off and hits the spell shield, it makes me feel sad inside that happens.
Vlad is starting to pull ahead in CS a little bit more.
Vlad just go for that distal stuff. He's really looking to build lots of damage. He did get some knockup.
Here comes the tidal wave. They might turn it around. Gragas goes in, but he's not going to be able to do anything. Here comes the Silver Ult. The flash is down, and it's another disengage. Nothing really going to happen there. They're getting us all excited for nothing.
That makes me sad. So they're trying to kill wards here.
Farmers are from Texas A&M.
There is a fight going on Dragon. We'll have to see if Mystik can finally get that Dragon they need. See if they can manage to get a good team fight. They do not have tidal wave right now, so it's going to be a lot harder.
A lot of people on Farmers don't have their flash though. They don't have Sephiroth or tidal wave. I do believe, however, they do have Vladimir ult. Both Gragas and Sejuani have theirs. They left Caitlyn wide open. Stand United goes down on Caitlyn, but she's still on the front line. The Vladimir ult is down. Caitlyn's not surviving. There's one kill for Quantum. The bubble is on Shin. Great absolute zero from Nunu. They're going to stand right in the fire from Vel'Koz, but Quantum's still only sitting at half life.
Good flash pool.
3 people on the pool. And another kill for Quantum. That's 2. He might be able to pick up 3, potentially all 5. They're in a good place. Mystik Legos is full, but they're going to call it a fight there. And they're going to they could possibly get their first dragon of the whole series.
Yep, that's going to be it. That's their first dragon.
They got nothing to contest with, so really good fight. Really good fight by...
Last minute dive here. Oh,
there's the barrier down. He pulled.
He couldn't get close enough for another shield.
They're going to get dragon, but they do end up getting Vel'Koz and summoners.
So, no summoners for Vel'Koz. They got two kills there.
They're getting kind of greedy here. 2 of them are low. Lino's at about 2/3, and the rest of Farmers is coming up. So.
Looks like they're going to be fine. No errors, no issues. They're going to back up and go do what they need to buy now. What are the purchases going to be? Vlad is going for, it could be a Riot. Well, no, Riot's is going. This is going to go Void Staff for his 3rd item.
Yeah.
Probably not a terrible idea with how much MR is being built by Stems. What Sejuani's going for next, what early Aegis.
Vel'Koz finishing his Leandries and Athenes. Not sitting on a whole lot of AP, and still no Morellonomicon. And after that whole team fight with Quantum bringing that much damage in, they're still ignoring the fact that they need one. It could end up costing them. Ooh, nice dodge. They're still trying to take down Quantum, but it seems like focusing him is not doing quite enough right now.
That's the catch-22 with Vlad if he's ahead. Is you can't ignore him, but you can't kill him either.
Yeah. What a balanced champion design. Let's build a champ that can't be killed, and it can do tons of damage. Well, how would we limit that? Well, let's let him build HP and give him bonus AP in the process. That guy should be fired.
Riot does admit that Vladimir Experience is the only champion they probably should have never released.
The only regret Riot has, surprisingly, is Vladimir. Here comes a dash-in on our beloved balanced champion.
He's just going to ignore pretty much all damage. Don't cause not able to hit him.
Yeah,
there's no way the tanks can kill him.
Nobody followed up with Sejuani. Squidward doesn't have the movement to do so. He has the blue buff, so he can poke all day and harass. But his movement speed isn't there, so...
And Vlad just put all the CS in the turn.
CS is starting to pull ahead a little bit. Now at this point, Victor was significantly ahead of Ari, so not quite returning the favor, but Vlad is still in a really good position right now. Looks like Shin has completed his Spirit Visage and his Mercrest. X-Drinker is the only offensive item still.
Magic is everywhere.
Yeah, he's going to need it.
So the Vlad going for that early Void Staff is definitely a good call. Because it's going to be any moment now where Sejuani finishes that Aegis of Illusion, we'll start working on blocking.
The Abyssal Scepter right now is lowering the magic resist, which is exactly what he needs right now. Sejuani's almost got an Aegis. Not quite Rocket. Nowhere close to Rocket yet.
Both carries have their IE. Sivir is working on Phantom Dancer. Looks like Kate's going there too. A little bit of good damage down on Sejuani.
Yeah, they need to utilize their damage right now though, because Sivir isn't going to stay ahead like this forever.
Snowball. If they can get engaged down while Shen's still up top line, maybe they can burst him before he heals. Or not heal.
Oh, there goes the pull from Vladimir. Really good shots by Vel'Koz, really forcing him to use his pulls and stuff a lot more often. Oh, catches the hook on him, gets the barrier immediately, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Good two-man knockup from Nautilus. It's going to be a 2 for none at this point. Misses the explosive cast, goes the wrong way. Big display by him. Flash over for Caitlyn, and we'll see.
4 for, no, not 4, 3. 3 for nothing.
Yeah, surprisingly, Shin is still not in the fight.
He ulted, but he couldn't. His guy he ulted died before he could get in.
Oh, okay. So yeah, he tried, but wasn't able to get there. He's gonna start backing. It's not gonna save the first tower. Might not save a second one. I got to say, really good hook from Legos. All around good play. Because his follow-up hook was, or his follow-up ult was amazing because it knocked up 2 people, including knocking out Vel'Koz again. So.
Completely, I underestimated how well they were going to do.
Oh, DZ's left wide open. They're going to return the favor here. Might be able to get out. Good absolute zero, causing them to focus Lino instead of DZ. And like a true Sightstone carrying champ, he supports his team and dies for the cause.
So 1 for 2 turns and an hit. Not a bad trade.
I mean, that's great for, I mean, the hook that started that whole fight caused all this. It's a great play by Mystik, but Lego specifically pulling out really good plays for his team. Setting up DZ and Quantum to be able to get the damage down they need. Now they got greedy, so they're going to end up losing towers in return, but they will not lose an inhibitor. They'll have time to get back before then. They will lose 2 towers in the process.
Just want to make sure they can't push any more forward than they have. Dragon is up in 25 seconds.
Which is good because in 25 seconds, Mystik will be able to be down there, full life and everything. I think they're going to be better on cooldowns too. Unfortunately, our screens, I can't see the cooldowns on some of those announcements.
Yeah, we kind of have to look at our spectator screen to see what's up. It makes me sad.
But all in all, they won't have an absolute zero, but Vladimir's ult should be up.
Vladimir has to get voice down, so he's going to start doing some more damage.
Oh wow, they air through the dragon. They're not going to be able to have time to steal.
And it's already hard to steal from the menu.
It's hard with it being Gragas support. I was like, all right, Gragas is there. He's ready to smite steal. I forgot that he was the support and not the jungler. Awkward moment.
Good call. They're going to 4-man push bot with Nautilus top. Nautilus is going to drop the ward down in the Baron pit.
They're focusing Caitlyn really well, I will say. Vel'Koz needs to die first, but they're turning on Caitlyn, and they're catching her out a lot more, which is really good.
Ooh, good shot by Quantum.
Excellent point and click action from Quantum.
Oh yeah.
This wonderfully balanced champion. I'm not bitter at all.
You must love Mystik, my favorite champion.
Yeah.
There's nothing more. I don't know. I just like trolly champions that rely on sustain. They're like, we can kill him, but you can't kill him because he has sustain.
With the style I play support, I hate sustain champions. When Nami became big again in the bottom lane, it killed Zyra. Zyra can't do much against Nami. Can do really well against Sona, but not Nami. So, looking at the CS, Shin has pulled ahead significantly over Nautilus.
And Shen can afford the swiftness right now, more so than Nautilus.
Here comes a teleport. Tanky minion for the tower. Nautilus wants it, but he's not going to get it. The Righteous Glory home guards into a hook.
That's
but the
slightly
hook's gonna
terrifying.
flame. Yeah, it's an AD carry's worst nightmare.
So, Mystik's going to pick up that red buff.
Double
Shen-
buffs on the AD carry. That's good. It's good. Oh, if I say that, once again, Mystik making me look like a fool and drop the blue buffs immediately.
They're looking to try and kill that ward of Baron. They might go for Baron, I don't know.
I don't think they'll go for it yet. With a team like this, they're going to make sure they have vision control first, and they hadn't blown anything but taking care of it. Quantum's going to try to steal the blue buff, but it's not going to happen. The only way he's going to take it is from Squidward's cold dead tentacles. I don't think now's the time for them to fight. Lionel's almost out of mana. They need to back and regroup a little bit before they do something like that. They're going to get vision control and walk away and try to set up somewhere else. It looks like once again Vel'Koz's next item is a needlessly large rod item.
So,
Which
there's
is
a
not
number
a-
of options.
It's not a Morellonomicon, which is the important part.
Yeah. Gets a lot of options, just not the one we think he needs.
I don't know if this is just a cocky play or sending a message from Freelancer, because I know he's a good enough player to realize that they're a heavy sustain. They have Nami and Vladimir. Why have you not picked up a Morellonomicon? There's a reason there, and I'm just not smart enough to understand what that is. Because I don't think it's a good call.
I was supposed to, that's the key point. It's for us, it's thinking.
Yeah, he's like, you know what? I'll mess with the shoutcasters. I'll show them.
They are starting Baron.
Oh, wow.
They have complete vision control as far as I know. Blue team has no vision.
They waited for that ward to drop. It was a really good call. Really good timing on Baron. Quantum's going to try to distract him. The tidal wave's going to go down. The rest of the team, Nunu gets it. Good ult on the Vel'Koz in the back. Quantum Physics diving for the carries all by himself. He's fed, he's balanced, and he's got Baron buff. And it looks like a double kill for Quantum.
So there's Baron, and several flashes, and 2 kills for Mystik.
They're going to get a 2 for nothing. 2 more members of Farmer's Love. This game is entirely in the hands of Mystik right now. The kind of games we expected to see.
So, the way things are currently going, now this isn't to say this game is over yet. It might be. It's starting to look like that, but it's entirely possible they could come back if Mystik makes a huge mistake.
It is only about a 5k difference right now.
Yeah.
It is in a position right now to really take off. Vel'Koz has somehow found a way to catch up, and Caitlyn found a way to extremely get ahead of Sivir in CS. Like Vladimir has his Void Staff.
They're looking to get that. They've killed all the outer turrets. They just want to get that mid inhib and start pushing the outside turrets again.
They're looking for base turrets, and there is an open inhib. Dragon is up in a minute.
So, with the current items, it looks like Cloud's going to click over Zanya's next. That's what I would do on him.
The way he's engaging so far, diving the carries, I mean, it'd be the best item right now. It's not like he's lacking damage or anything. So,
Lego's just picked up Frozen Heart, so he's sitting on. He's got Righteous Glory, he's got Frozen Heart. Still has that special.
ooh, awkward sweeper.
Oh.
Not gonna spot the Mystic Ward. They are gonna steal the blue buff. Really hard to do anything when Vel'Koz has a blue buff. His stuff low cooldown, and his only real restriction is the mana cost. But when you have a blue buff like that, and an Athene's like Vel'Koz has all the time in the world to poke. Quantum's ability to dive like he is in that aggressive playstyle is his worst nightmare. So,
Quantum went with a death cap.
here comes DZ with the flank. Not going to do anything though. He's going to come around. Good call.
That's such a huge difference in items. Quantum needs one more item to get filled, and Vel'Koz is still 2 items behind him.
Wow, and he doesn't have his boots upgraded. He's still running level 1 boots. Dragon by Mystik. Good interrupt. Double knockup. The flat all goes down on Vel'Koz. The carries are being ignored back there. Nautilus trying to keep him down. Kalen's got his flask. Full life. Still not able to do anything.
They were able to get Dragon, but they didn't get any kills that time. Which is, they just couldn't get kills, but they got knocked back by the Gragas.
K might be in trouble here. Here comes the ult. Not going to kill anyone, but DZ is full life. They're missing Legos, but the rest of farmers the majority of them are really low. Mystik's gonna. This is a really good call, a really aggressive call.
Vlad's already back at full.
It's exciting. Yeah, Vlad's full, DZ's full. There goes the Righteous Glory. Civarol's popped. Spell shield's down. Not gonna block anything. Caitlyn is at half life. Immediately regrets that choice, and it looks like they're gonna disengage with no inhibitor.
They were able to get turn off inhibitors.
And an important part, like said in Skype chat, third Baron buff, or Baron, third Dragon buff for Mystik. The movement speed they need, really good, especially with the way they're running their top. Movement speed is key with them right now, and they just got, in my opinion, the second most important Dragon buff of the five. So, good work by Mystik.
Both junglers have that have the locket. Nunu one is the second frozen heart for their team. And it looks like Sejuani is going for Randall instead, judging from just a clock timer and help crystal. I really like the changes they made with items. How you build clock timer into chain vest, health crystal in the giant spot. I think that's a good change.
Yeah, it's good. You can back into these small items more often. You don't sit there forever farming, waiting for these, 750.
Or if you go
16.
back early and you're like, well, I want a giant spell, but I can't afford it yet.
Yeah.
So now you can purchase a health crystal and wait.
Look at that giant mermaid. Nami is wanting to blaze a trail for her team, so.
You just clear out some wards. Sivir is getting a Blade of the Ruin pink.
She's going to need it for the amount of people that get on her.
Sejuani's going in on the Vlad.
She forgets that Vlad's overpowered. He drops the ult slightly in the absolute zero.
Ignite goes on the Vlad, but it's
Bubble's going to miss. Shield's down on Sejuani. Gonna save her. Caitlyn picks up a kill on Nunu. Sivir's going to take down Shin. Tanks are dropping left and right. Legos is still 3/4 health, wanting to fight. The giant mermaid's falling. Flash hook on the Gragas.
Gragas managed to do it. He does get that snare at the very end.
Quantum's not done. He wants to try to take down Sivir. She's the Caitlyn. She's the biggest problem right now. She's got a flask. She does tons of damage. She has her 3 annoying items. She's ready to fight, and they can't seem to get to them. Ult's down on Vlad, but it's just going to make him mad.
It's like poking a bear with
Yeah.
a stick.
Oh, don't shoot him. You'll just make him angry.
Looks like Nautilus is going to go for a Thornmail next, because there's not too many items you build chain vest into anymore, armor-wise. Just Thornmail, Sunfire.
Are you talking about Shen's items? Nautilus.
Shen is probably going for Thornmail next, judging from his items too.
Yeah, I assume Thornmail there. He could go Sunfire.
He already has. I wouldn't go Sunfire this late in the game.
Yeah, on
personally.
Nautilus.
And he really did. The only reason to get Sunfire typically on a tank is for wave clear.
Yeah, it's Guardian Angel or Thornmail at this point. Anything else would be a little silly. And with Caitlyn being such a problem, Thornmail is the best choice right now.
You can't go wrong with Thornmail because it negates lifesteal and it makes them regret hitting you.
Running a Guardian Angel on Nautilus at this point, you want them to hit you.
Yeah.
You want to be a problem, so definitely Thornmail. And that way he can get aggressive, take their harassment from Caitlyn, and really put her in the situation.
Sejuani is going for that random like we thought.
There's a bubble, but once again, not going to hit.
Vel'Koz has upgraded his boots finally, but he's still missing those 2 items. But Caitlyn is going for Bloodthirster next.
Sejuani almost has her Randuins.
Well, it might not be Bloodthirster. It could be the Scimitar. Because the QSS portion of that can actually remove the Vlad's ultimate debuff.
Oh, that's good to know. Today I learned.
Yeah. I've had people do that, and it's not a bad plan because the 12% damage modifier is a lot bigger than it would.
Quantum's by himself, getting a little cocky. The rest of the team's clearing wards.
Can he get away?
He's going to have to pull everything. There's the Ignite down, the only Ignite on their team. The rest of the team comes in. All their cooldowns are down. Mystik, there's the double bubble right into the absolute zero. But it looks like they're going to take down Lion out. He's going to take it like a man laughing like a true Nunu bot. Sejuani's low, but the carries aren't being touched. Quantum gets a kill on Sejuani, but he's going to have to kill the rest of the team by himself because Nami's down and DZ is low.
1 for 3, but two of the tanks are really low.
It's
Quantum getting caught a little bit kind of wasn't good for them, even though he had full health now.
yeah. Quantum's going back to base with full health. Doesn't need mana. Hopefully he's buying something. Can't imagine what he'd buy. He's almost full
I still
build.
think he should have gotten Zanyas over Death Cap first.
Oh well.
He could have delayed them so much longer with that Zanyas.
And he needs the armor. So much gold he's sitting on. He's sitting on 2100.
Yeah.
He can afford the majority of the zombies. And it looks like no fourth dragon for Mystik.
But if he's not picking up now, he hasn't purchased anything. I guess he could
Mortal Kombat player Tommy,
or Rylai's.
please report to
Rylai's
Mortal
battle
Kombat
pass.
tournament.
Fun.
Mortal Kombat player Tommy.
It's an even better item on him right now with the bonuses, the changes to AP with his passive. I mean, it's a great item. It's people like Ari are taking it, a champion that synergizes with health and AP. It's an amazing item for him right now. That is an important dragon for farmers. It does delay Mystik getting to 5, but at the same time, there wasn't a whole lot of to get. Really good opportunity for them to engage. Caitlyn was by herself.
She backed out immediately, Nautilus righteous glory, and now on cooldown.
Yeah, so if he could have landed a hook or something, that could have been a really good pick for them. But they weren't able to catch it. Now they have to wait for the righteous glory.
Dragons just use righteous glory. Trying to get that big on the Nami, but not managed to get out in time.
Ace in the hole is down now.
Your blood is violating. You are about to be
Oh, another missed hook, another missed bubble.
If that hook had landed, I think they could have just got away with the fight. There would be either a Baron or a middle laner.
They got to rethink things. They need to keep Quantum with the team, and Mystik needs to focus. Oh, here comes the Ghost. The Sivir ult's down. There's the point and click onto Vel'Koz. Interrupts the ult. 4-man Vlad ult. He's pulled in the middle of him. Quantum's ready to fight. There's the Zonias, but he's got no team to follow up. There's nobody on the carries but Quantum. Shut down on Quantum for Caitlyn. They finally get a tank down. The rest of Mystik is going to have to do something here. Liono's low. They're focusing Shin right now because the first people that need to go down are the tanks. Another missed bubble. A good Sivir Q, but another ace in the hole is going to leave Sivir low.
I think actually Sivir blocked out herself.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, she's not so low.
Ooh, crit.
Oh, the disrespect. 2-shot from Caitlyn. There's the flash, auto attack Q, and the shutdown on Caitlyn. Big play for DZ. But now they have to deal with a full life Squidward to get to this inhibitor.
This might be one of those things they just back up. Look at their top two right now.
Yeah, they're not going to be able to do anything here. They're going to have to back. Great play by both teams. A little bit of a misplay from Nami there. Underestimating the damage that Caitlyn can put out.
To be fair, I would have underestimated that. That was a huge crit.
Yeah, that was...
It was like at 40% HP and 2 shots and dead.
I mean, Caitlyn is at 5 items. It's a point where she's going to become a big problem. Sivir, I'm impressed Sivir was able to make those plays because Sivir is losing her strength right now comparatively to what Caitlyn's getting.
Yeah.
They're relying on Quantum. Quantum's diving the carries, and then no one else can follow up right now. The carries are in a great position. They're not able to do anything. They're focusing the tanks, which because they have to. They're fighting in these choke points. It's just they need to land a bubble. They need to land a hook. Nautilus had a really good ult there, but it was a really awkward position. Trying to keep this Baron still has a little bit of vision for farmers. They're going to need to get some more wards back down. Mystik's done a really good job of controlling vision, but the game is, in my opinion, the game is starting to tilt in favor of farmers.
Like it's a little annoying.
Good ult on Sejuani, good hook on Sejuani. There's not going to be any follow-up there. Shin is bot, so He's clearly got the global presence to come back. He's going to try to split push. His split pushing top actually did a lot to save that inhibitor in the mid lane. They weren't able to push to save it, so.
Shen's going for that random sec. He's still sitting on the hex breaker. Nautilus has picked up the range as well. Still sitting on the cloth on her left.
Oh, there's a hook on her. They might be able to get some. Here comes the Precious Glory. Several Absolute Zero gets interrupted by Gragas. Double bubble on the tanks. Shin's joined the fight. Vel'Koz misses his stuff. Nautilus steps on a trap, not able to help follow up. Squidward's got free roam, but he does have a flat ult on him.
Oh, good Zanya's.
Good Zanya's going to save him while he gets one kill. Gragas goes down to Sivir. Deezy's in the front line. But once again, there's a good hook over Caitlyn. Is she going to go down? Vladimir's going to hit her with his super balanced kit. Just chunked the majority of Caitlyn's health there. They're going to get the inhibitor down. It's all up to Squidward. Lino tries to flash Snowball, but it's not going to do anything for him.
Gets him lower.
They might be able to... Vel'Koz has the wave clear, but it's not going to be enough for 4 members and a wave of minions. He's going to keep trying. They're going to get the second turret down. And they're going to push on the Nexus at 45 minutes. If they don't absolutely disrespect farmers here. Right. Deezy's going to focus on the Nexus.
And that is game 2.
Making it 1 in